Trader, Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's also October 15th, so we are at the middle of the month. We have about 2 months left before the entire year of 2019 is over. How well did you fare? Ensure that you are constantly analyzing your performance. It is by far the only way to get better. And if you don't know how to do that, ensure that you sign up on our website, ShortMeTina.com. We have some tutorial videos behind the scenes. Anyway, let's jump underway and get into a recap of the overall markets right now. Actually, before we do that, let me welcome you if this is your very first time tuning into a ShortMeTina video. I'd like to say welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. All right. On to the SPY, daily chart dating back to 2019, right? So this is about 10 months worth of data. We closed here at 298.88, up slightly north of 1% on the day, going as high as 299.70. Didn't quite crack that 300 mark, but we got close before essentially pulling back to close at 298.88. I didn't do the math, but we're something like 2% or less than 2% away from all-time highs. Not too much, and we have managed to, at least for the last 3 trading days, we've managed to stay above that breakout level that I've been talking about for the last few months, and those levels are 293 to 295. So sitting here 298.88, for some reason, although I remain short the market, it seems as though the market wants to grind higher. One of the things that I realized in trading is when a stock wants to sell off, and obviously in this case it's an ETF, once it wants to sell off, does that make sense? Once it wants to, tongue twister, once it wants to sell off, it does just that. And for the fact that we, although we've had our slight pullbacks, right? We've had a little bit of a, let's say a 5 to 7% correction in August, about a 5 to 7% correction in September leading into October. Despite these corrections, we still managed to grind higher. For me, the market seems as though it wants to go higher. So that's my take. I wouldn't be surprised to see us retest all-time highs, I believe, of 302.63, and perhaps even trend higher. But in the shorter term, at minimum, we really just need to stay above that 293 to 295 area, or again, at basic level, not dip too low below that August low of around 281.72. What else? And then we have the IWM daily chart dating back to 2017, 2 years worth of data, up about 1.14% on the day. I see a closing of 151.37. Similar to the SPY, the IWM seems to be grinding higher. We remain above that 2-year support level of, let's say 200, 143 to 145. Again, if you open up a chart and you go all the way back to around 2017, like I've done here, you'll see that this black line here, which is representative of support, we're going to give that name a level, 143 to 145. The market, or the IWM, has for the most part traded above that. Granted, you had this situation in December when we had the huge pullback, December to January, which we were under that 143 to 145 level. But outside of that, for the most part, we've remained above, and right now is no exception to that rule. Sitting here at 151.37, it looks like it wants to grind higher. The next stop is around that resistance level of 160. Anyway, getting to 160 is nothing new. I mean, the market has essentially done that for the last 2 years. So it's actually, again, has been cycling through these 2 points for the last 2 years. So I'm actually just waiting for it to either break above or below. In the meantime, you can exploit the middle, which is about 10%. What else? And then we have ticker SES. I've done a video on this for the last 2 to 3 trading days. Anyway, after a huge run up for the past 2 days, up north of 300 to 400%, the stock actually cooled down today. We shed about 51%, and I did say to be mindful that today the stock might sell off just based on price action yesterday. We closed at 9.55. The low clocked in at 8.60. So you're wondering, will this stock continue to run or will it sell off? You want to pay attention to obviously how the stock opens up and today's low of 8.60. If we open up below that, then chances are this gap here of around $5.58 potentially can be filled. So if you're long, you're looking to get long, I'd be paying attention to obviously 9.55, where the stock opens up, and the low of today of $8.60. So that's my take on ticker SES. What else? All right, like I said, we are going to keep it light today. So let's wrap it up and round it out with ticker PETZ, daily chart dating back to July of 2018. Let's just focus in really on price action today. Huge congrats to the bull. Stock is up about 78% on the day. Closed it to ran into resistance of 238 to pull back. Despite the bullish price action today, I would exercise caution here. You can see, granted, it's higher than average volume. Again, higher than average volume, but in my opinion, nothing to really write home about. Nonetheless, there might be a trade unfolding. What I would be paying attention to, obviously, is how the stock opens up. It's up a little bit in after hours right now. It's up about 11%. I see a quote of 222. So if this sort of price action continues into tomorrow, and folks are buying up the stock and is driving the price of the security up, and it opens up above $2 and perhaps even takes out the high today of 238 and holds that, that might be a relatively positive that might be a relatively positive sign, and I would not be surprised to see the stock trading at around $3 or possibly $4. But the key is for what you're seeing in after hours to continue into pre-market and into open. So that's my take on ticker PETZ. Hope that makes sense and I can stop fumbling my words. So Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. What did you think about my analysis? Are you in any of these stocks? Again, comment. 2, I do videos daily, so if you want to ensure that you are aware when I upload them, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. And lastly, my friend, I've been trading for well over 15 years. If you think you can learn anything from me, then definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. I will talk to you tomorrow.